There we go, Chris Stapleton. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. I don't think so. Anyways, 8:50. What time is it? Oh yeah, 8:59 in the morning. Good morning, Double R Radio Tuesday morning. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, it's time for question of the day. See, I'm trying to get my cobwebs cleared up here and trying to get this morning show going here, man. Anyways, it is Tuesday morning, of course. Kids are going back to school if they haven't gone already. So look, if you're out there running around doing your thing, whatever the case may be sure and to slow down and look out for the kiddos while you're driving through school zones, por favor. Gotta watch out for the kiddos, man. I do mean that, Don't want to see nothing on the news about some little kid getting hit or whatever the case may be, only because somebody being careless and reckless. No doubt. So look, drive safely, por favor, and watch out for the kiddos. There we go. Good morning, John. I go to Virginia Coy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Angie Leal. Buenos dias, Angie. How we doing? Anyways, it's the Tuesday morning. It is time for question of the day. But I tell you what, before we go there, let's see what the hell's going on out here. Check this out. Crazy story. A man is in custody after police say bike patrol showed up at a man's house, and because they knew that he was just he had a whole lot of marijuana in his house that he had been supplying people with. So anyways, while the cops were knocking on the door trying to get into his house, the man ran into the restroom. Well, they broke down the door, went to the restroom door and said, we're going like, open up, it's the police. And the man was saying, one moment, I'm going poo-poo. 1 moment. But he wasn't going poo-poo. He was flushing the marijuana down the toilet. Well, the police officers, they kept on hearing the toilet flush like about 50 times in about 2 minutes. And they said, open up, it's the police. 1 moment, I'm going poo-poo. And officers finally figured out, saying, man, how much poo-poo can you do while flushing the toilet 50 times in 2 minutes? So they broke down the door, and there you go. The man was flushing marijuana down the toilet. He wasn't going poo-poo. He was lying, and there you have it. How crazy, right, to have all these drugs and everything inside your house? Cops are at your door, and you start flushing all your drugs down the toilet, man. Wow. Well, there you go, man. Is there anything not to be arrested, right? Good morning, shout out to Mona Davila. Good morning, Evita Love Cadrillo. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Also, check this out. Crazy story. A Georgia teen solved 6 Rubik's Cubes while underwater. Unfortunately, he ran out of oxygen and he died. He didn't die. I wouldn't be laughing. Come on, I don't wish that on anybody. But anyways, Rubik's Cubes back in the day, I remember having one of those. And I gotta tell you, man, to this day, 30 years later, I'm still trying to figure it out. Kind of like my last 2 ex-wives. They're kind of like Rubik's Cubes. I couldn't figure them out either. Right? Right. Really, man, why would anybody want to buy a Rubik's Cube and, rack your brain with it, have a brain aneurysm trying to figure out something here, man? Those are tough. Really, man. I mean, hey, man, Rubik's Cubes were very, very popular back in the day. I don't know about now, but back in the day, Rubik's Cubes were very, very popular. Yes, they will. Good morning, yes, they were. Yes, they were. Good morning, Chalaga Mona Davila. Good morning, good morning, good morning. By the way, I talked to my grandbaby, baby Mia, yesterday, and I told her, Mija, everybody wants you back on the morning show. You want to come back on the morning show? She goes, $50. $50? Man, I paid you $40 last time. She goes, yeah, Grandpa, but the ratings went through the roof. I need $10 more. I said, let me think about that. $50 is $50, man. I don't think I want to hire my grandbaby and pay her $50 to come on my morning show. Now, let's get to my question of the day. Here we go. The other day, all true, I went to a taqueria here in San Antonio. All true. I went to a taqueria, and my waitress came, although very friendly, very nice, big pretty smile, big boobies, big butt, she's a perfect waitress. But, let me tell you what distracted me about my waitress. No, not those. Let me tell you what distracted me. My waitress, she had a pierced nose, and she had a couple of other piercings, like on her lip and on her cheek. And I'm not going to lie to you, I was a little bothered by it. Really, I was a little bothered by it, and I said, I shouldn't have been, but I was bothered by it. And the waitress was, like I said, very nice. You can take your order, and I go, yeah, let me have a cup of coffee, and let me have a couple of nose piercings, and let me have an ear pierced too, and get my naga pierced. And she goes, we don't do that, sir, we just serve tacos. And I go, okay. Then give me 1 potato and egg, one bean and cheese with extra cheese, and one Gurney Gonzalez, please. But really, I was a little bothered by the waitress that had her nose pierced and a couple of other, her cheek and her lip were pierced as well. And I thought to myself, this would be an excellent question of the day. So, question of the day, waitress with nose pierced, etc. Waitress with nose pierced, etc. Problem or no problem? How would you feel if you're at a restaurant and the waitress comes up to you and has her nose pierced, has her cheeks pierced, has her lip pierced? Would you be okay with that? Would you be bothered and say, you know what? No, get me somebody else. I don't think I want you. Really, man, because this sounds, I'm not saying that makes them dirty or ugly or whatever. I don't know. It's kind of like one time, too, I was at Luby's. Have y'all ever been to Luby's cafeteria? You know where you got to stand in line with your tray and you get your food kind of like back in the school days? And one time there was this lady that was serving the vegetables, right? And behind the counter on the other side, she was serving vegetables. She tells me, would you like macaroni? And I go, sure. Would you like mashed potatoes? Sure. Would you like green beans? Sure. But while she's telling me all this, I noticed that she had 2 or 3 hickeys on her neck. And I was a little bothered by that, by being served with a woman who had hickeys on her neck. Why? I don't know. I was just a little bothered by it. I really was. Good morning, shout out to DJ Edward Castillo, who I had some beers with, had a couple of shots with Saturday night here at, where were we at, dude? At City Limits, or Wetmore Limits, or one of them things. Good morning, shout out to Maru Flores. There we go. También hasta Lioness Patricia. Good morning. I like that, Lioness Patricia. My prima, Irene Gayona. Good morning, prima. There we go. Mona Davila. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So anyways, that being said, I'm going to share a quick little story with you guys. Sunday, early Sunday afternoon. No, not early Sunday morning like the song. Early Sunday afternoon. I was driving around, and I was at the corner of AT&T Parkway by 35. You know, by where the Spurs play. There's a Valero right there. All true. Good morning, shout out to Terry Tejana Duarte. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Terry. How we doing? Is it Teresa or Terry? Terry, right? Better? Primo Rogelio Rivas, who was making a cookout, having a cookout Sunday evening, enjoying the cruising classics on RRR Radio. Well, anyways, I stopped at the Valero on AT&T Parkway in 35. I stopped there, right? And here's the deal. There we go. It's the saludos desde San Angelo, Texas. There we go. Good morning, Terry. So anyways, he said, Terry, don't call me Teresa, Robert. Call me Terry, Robert. Well, anyways, I stop at the Valero, and I go in to use the restroom. Now, I didn't notice it at the time, but when I walked into the men's restroom, it looked like if somebody, like a tornado hit it. There were paper towels and toilet paper, and, it was a disaster in there. It was a disaster at the Valero men's restroom, really. And I said, what the hell's going on in here, man? But it was really, really bad. So anyways, I finished my business. I went outside, back to the, where they got the food and everything, the counter and everything. And I noticed they only had one girl working, and she had a line of people, man, buying sodas, drinks, paying for gas, whatever. And I thought to myself, pobrecita, she's probably working by herself, and there's no way in the world she can keep up with everything. The customers, trying to keep the place clean, the restrooms all screwed up. And I said, man, somebody must have called in sick. I felt really, really bad for her. I really, really did. And I felt really bad for whoever was going to be using the restroom next. Us guys, we can just stand there and do our thing. Women, you got to sit down, most of the time. But anyway, so I can only imagine how the women's restroom was, really. Good morning, shout out to DJ Edward Castillo. Main Street, you say, Edward. Or is Edward? By the way, the guys from Mixtape, they say if it wasn't for you, they probably wouldn't have been paid that night, dude. They said that your party, dude, y'all spent like about $1,000 on drinks, man. I don't know how you do it, dude. Maybe I'm in the wrong line of work here. Good morning, shout out to Margaret Charles. Good morning, Nani Jimenez. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Primo, how you doing, Primo? Terry Tejana Duarte. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Anyways, head on over to Robert Rivas Internet Radio group page right now and answer me pregunta por favor. Waitress with nose pierced, etc. Problem or no problem? Pretty good little question, right? Let's keep it going. Let's do something, man. What am I going to play? I know what I'm going to play. I'm going to play some Bizarre Inc. I'm going to get you. Tuesday morning. Good morning. RRR Radio. Not really, man. I was a little bothered with radio stations going, we can talk. I was just a little bothered by a waitress coming to me, and she had this big, like a nose, what do you call it? A nose ring? Yeah, a nose ring, like an earring, but a nose ring. She had a nose ring there, and it said, Go Cowboys. And I was like, man, I'm a Cowboy fan, but I wouldn't go that far. Put a nose ring saying "Go Cowboys." I don't think so. And she had a couple of piercings on her cachete and one on her lip. And she's taking my order, and I don't know, man. I was just a little bothered by that. I ate my food, don't get me wrong, but I just said, I don't know why I was bothered. I shouldn't have been. At least I don't think so. Let me see here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's get back to the morning show. Join me, robertrivasradio.com. I'll say it again, robertrivasradio.com. Just click on that blue button that says mobile app. It's all free. Join me now. Orale. Good morning.